Man, it's episode 91, and I am hungry. I'm feeling my tummy's rumbling.
Are you thinking like a Frank by chance?
Possibly a glizzy. The golf course I played this weekend didn't have any,
Yes,
so
yeah, it's
yeah,
a
I've been
shame.
kind of craving it since.
Well, I know somebody who has some.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and you're looking at him right in the eyes. You feel that connection we
really?
have?
Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah,
It was like a spark.
that's
I mean,
gonna
it is June, so
that's gonna run you $1.
$1
Yep, for the hot
for the
dog.
spark, or for we?
Spark
What are we
is free.
talking here?
Spark is free. Spark is
Okay,
included,
okay, all right.
but the hot dog's $1.
Are we talking condiments too, or is that
I mean, hey, it depends on
$1.50?
depends on how interested you are in this hot dog.
I'll give you 50 cents.
For the condiments?
Hot dog and condiments included.
Yeah, yeah.
50 cents
Well, $1.50
out the door. Oh no, I'm 50 cents all in.
No, no, sorry, man. I'm just not gonna. I can't do that.
Why can't you do that? You're closing the shop up. I mean, you got extra hot dogs.
Because someone's got to make some money around here, man. You want these facilities you're looking at here to be great still? Greatness costs.
Good point. I'll give you 20.
Sweet.
One hot dog.
All right.
And that's Avery's pitch there, folks. For the concession stand he just ran.
No,
And boy, was he slinging some hot dogs.
my actual pitch was that could have been a good pitch.
I could have.
It
Would
helps.
have got you some donations.
It helps if you know people. And so I knew one of the guys I talked
Sure.
to. I knew him, and I was, how you doing, sir?
Hey, that's huge.
Good to see you.
That's huge.
Well, that's what I started with. I had a thing of hot dogs in like a Gatorade box thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how you do it. You kind of like hold it there so you can kind of see it, but you're like,
Yeah.
hey, sir, hey, it's been a while. How you doing all right?
Yeah, because I know him
You
from
doing okay?
I know him from school. So I'm like, hey, sir, how you doing? I poked him on the shoulder. I was like, hey, sir, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a
Yeah,
while.
hit him a little bit. Yeah.
And he turned around. He's
Oh,
like,
look at that. You
oh,
get thinner.
hey, how you doing? Psh,
you
handshake.
lose some weight.
And I'm like, hey, man, it's good to see you. How you doing? And we chatted up a little bit. And I was like,
And-
hey, I'm selling hot dogs for
boom.
$1 if you guys are interested. On the way up.
He said, I'll take
Out.
14 of
He's
them.
like, I don't know. And he asked his wife, and she's like, yeah, I'll take a hot dog. I'm like, bet. And then
Absolutely.
the guy he was
missus
with was
always
like-
brings it around town.
to his son, he's like, hey, you want a hot dog? He's like, yeah. So then there's 2 hot dogs.
Heck yeah.
And then
Absolutely, I do.
I walked down to the bigger part of the stands because this was, the people that sit by the fence in the outfield
Sure.
fence. We're playing coach pitch
Sure.
here, so there's no home runs being
Okay.
hit.
Okay.
So I walked over to the stands and I was like, hey, does anybody here need a hot dog for $1? Hot dog for $1. That's it. $1.
Dude, he's
And-
closing these sales.
and-
Numbers are through the roof.
I almost got discouraged. They all looked at me like this, turned
Yeah,
around,
you gotta
checked,
give him a second.
checked
Right.
everybody. So I said, we all get here? And they're like, yep, we're good. And I was like, all right, thanks, guys. I turned to walk away. I take about 4 steps.
Wait,
Hey, hot dog
Wait.
boy. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, they always come back.
that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, they always come
They saw
back.
that cake in the back. And they said, you know what? I'll take one.
So then I sold 2 more. You think I'm playing?
Bang. Bang. See, you always you know what they say? Always let the customer talk last.
Yep.
That's what I got told in sales school.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right.
Never throw the first offer and always let the customer talk last.
Yeah. I just showed them the
So-
hot dogs. Hey, I got hot dogs, folks. And they were like,
Sometimes the product speaks for itself.
a good hot dog does.
A good hot dog will always speak for
Honestly,
itself.
they
I
got a
feel
good
like.
deal because it wasn't just like this is going to be crazy that I'm doing this, but this is crazy. You know the normal sized hot dog, right? This is a jumbo
What size
Frank.
is it?
This is a jumbo
What
Frank.
I don't know nothing about jumbo, so.
Yeah, me either, man.
Oh. He was about to measure that thing out.
Yeah, I had to stop myself.
Oh man, they're getting the jumbo package for a whole $1.
Yeah, and
or $2. Did you say $1?
they were originally 2. I sold them for. We sold 4. No, well, the problem was there was some miscommunication where the game was at, and the coach pitch game is like on the other side of the facility, and the concession stands right in front of the other 2 fields. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what was a parking lot, they made it into a little coach pitch t-ball field, or it's a t-ball field, but usually you play coach pitch on a bigger field.
Okay.
But they were playing on this small field, unbeknownst to me or the person that got me the gig. So we didn't get as much foot traffic as we were expecting, but I did sell more hot dogs than I was expecting before I
Bang.
sold them for $1.
You're selling them for $1. How much do you think you're making them for?
Less, probably.
Give or take 43 cents.
Yeah, something like that.
A dog. Maybe
So-
about 50.
So we made some money tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You made some money tonight. He was making cheddar.
Some cheddar.
You know what they say? It's not about what you know.
It's about who you know. You're right.
It's about who you know.
Yeah.
And that's what did it for you today, truly.
And Jonah, not to change the subject too much. Well, this is change the subject
Sure.
quite a bit.
Change it as much as you want. Permission granted.
You know me, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Some would say.
I mean more than a fair amount for sure.
Sure. We've traveled together.
You know my
Sometimes.
my golf shortcomings.
Sure.
Can you give me some of those?
Some of what?
You got it. I know you do. It's in there. What happens
think
to
it
me
went-
sometimes on the golf course? Course.
Oh, you break a club?
Yeah, I actually did that this weekend
Okay.
again.
There we go.
So
Hey, what is that? 3 now?
it's 3.
That's got to be some
See-
sort of record because I've never done it in my life, and I bet I've golfed 3 times as much as you
See,
have.
but here's what I'm saying. The one that I broke of yours, that was a literal break. I hit the ground. That's fine.
It was also not a great club. It's a graphite shaft anyway, so it was kind of
But I did hit the ground on that one, and that's fine. I'll take that one. But the last
Sure.
two have not touched the ground once.
okay. That's not on you. That's a bad club.
And so the second time was not my driver, and I swung. I ripped a good drive, came off the club well. Sounded weird because
Sure.
the club head broke. That makes sense.
Because it broke. Sure.
But it went a really good distance, sliced over, perfect.
Yep.
This time we were at Top City Golf, which we've been to before.
Okay. Yep.
Legendary spot.
Actually, I'm wrong. I have broken a club before, and it was there.
What'd you break?
My driver.
Really?
It wasn't when I was swinging, though.
What
It
happened?
was when I was putting my clubs back in my car on my birthday, and I hit my trunk barely,
And
and it went. I heard it go,
Oh man.
and the shaft broke off of it.
Yeah.
So-
So
I have broken one there. Anyways,
it was the last drive of the night.
dang,
and I
of
went
course,
ahead and-
bro. Was it your new driver?
No, it was Trey's really
Okay.
old driver that was already cracked on the
Okay.
on the head
Wow.
itself, not the connection to the shaft, but it was already
Not
cracked
the
on the
hosel?
head. So yeah, he wasn't going to use it anymore anyway, unless it's like dire need situations, which I
Sure.
made sure to apologize, told him I'd pay for it to get reshafted, but he said no.
Yeah.
But
Was he there too?
yeah, and so we were ripping drives. We were doing the longest drive
Sure.
competition,
As one does.
as men do.
Yes.
And it was the last one of the night, and I ripped one, didn't touch the ground, and there was 4 people that said it didn't touch the ground, and there goes the club head like 40 yards. So
It actually went out there.
yeah,
Did you go get it?
no, the dude that was picking up the golf balls said that he would
Yeah.
go out and go get it because they were about to close, and Trey was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, just keep it out there. You're good." So
What do you know? What club it was or no? Like what brand?
no, it was like I'll have to look it up.
That's good. You're good. You're chill.
wasn't a-
Nobody cares anyways.
It wasn't like a Callaway or nice.
Yeah.
Something nice.
Dang, dude, that's crazy luck though,
Unluck.
or bad luck. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got a fun little golf course out there too around that little place.
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw they had like range balls and stuff for a driving range and things like
it's
that.
really short.
Yeah.
It's like a I think it's 9 holes, but it's like a par 20. No, it might be a par like 32.
Oh, so
or
it's pretty
something
small,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, but it's fun. I used to play it before class. I would go out there and play.
Yeah.
In the mornings.
A little quick hole, quick
But,
9
yeah.
holes.
That's crazy though. That's a good time. Me and Jordan played this weekend because Jordan's here right now,
Yep.
kicking it.
Is he here?
Yeah, he is. He is
Can he
here.
make an appearance? So I can give him a formal apology.
Jordan. Hold on. He's watching watching the College World Series right now.
That ball's good.
Let me text him.
Because I need to apologize to my king
No.
that I couldn't be at his graduation.
Just hold on. Jordan, come here real quick. It's recording. What do you say? Oh, sorry.
What up, gang?
Hey, Jordan. How you doing, man?
What you want from me? What you want?
Dude, I'm here to apologize formally, and you won't give me the
You should.
you won't give me the
should
platform to do it
apologize.
because you keep jabbing your gums, brother. Just chill out for a second. I wanted to apologize. I couldn't be at your graduation, man. I'm sorry. I was at work.
Oh, thanks.
Congratulations,
Thanks, dude.
though. I've never met a man so smart in my life.
You won't meet one ever again.
That makes
this
sense.
Smart.
I was hoping you'd take that humbly, like, hey, man, I appreciate that. no shot.
Hey, man, I really appreciate that. It means a lot. No, it does. It does. We miss you out there, dude.
Yeah, I know.
We were hoping.
Avery, hold on. Just a sec. I'm gonna see if I can hear you. Hold on. Oh, I can't change it while recording.
No, you can't, unfortunately.
Hmm.
But anyway, Jordan, yeah, I just want to apologize, and I heard you guys
Hold
golfed
on,
yesterday. He said, hold on.
All right, go ahead.
Here, now go ahead.
So I just wanted to say congratulations,
I was trying
and
to see if it would
I heard
play
you guys
out
golfed
loud.
yesterday. How did that go?
We did. It was trash. Absolute garbage.
You did
Riverside
garbage or
sucks,
both?
dude?
Both. But I was much worse. It was bad. It's one of those days that you get like you get about halfway through and you're just like, I just want to go home. I just want to leave.
Golf's not fun anymore. I hate it.
Yeah, the highlight of the day became just seeing an alligator and getting as close to it as I could.
Oh, man.
I got pretty close to it, and Jodo was like, "Man, you might want to."
You might want to back up a
Those
bit.
guys get active out of the water.
That's hilarious. Oh,
So,
man.
but it was good. It was good. We had a fun time. It's at least good to get out there. But
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's been like honestly a couple years since I played
I heard you're actually pretty good.
golf. I used to be back in the day. Yeah, I could get after it back in the day but that was when I was like at complete nutrition, and I was golfing like 2 or 3 times a week probably. So I was doing quite a bit of it, but yeah, used to be. But then when you don't do it, turns out that goes away.
I'll say it is very
So-
time consuming, so that does make sense.
Yeah, it was, and like we even went to the range a couple of times. So I guess like in terms of playing golf, but I didn't play golf on a golf course. We just went to the range a couple times with my buddies from medical school. One of them played on like the junior tour in Europe.
Oh, so he's cracked.
So he's like insanely good.
Yeah.
And it was just misery. I would go out there and just hack away, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm getting too upset.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, so it'd been a while, but it was fun. But yeah, so
Well, yeah, that's the
But-
biggest thing I wanted to say is I wanted to apologize man to man here.
yeah, no, I definitely appreciate it. We wanted you out there. I was really hoping you'd make it.
You don't have to lie to me,
But-
Jordan. It's okay.
We had a good time nonetheless.
Looks
you know?
like you got to give the mic back, Avery.
But yeah, no, I do appreciate it though.
Yeah.
It means a lot to have support from people.
Yep.
So
All right, man.
now it's up to you. Now it's up to you for the next big life event.
Yeah. It is.
You got
I
to do
guess.
something crazy.
Like, how crazy are we talking?
As long as it makes a splash.
Oh, I could make a splash. I could do that.
All right, dude. Well, I'll hand it back to Jimbo.
All right, take care, man.
I appreciate you, man. See ya.
See ya.
Dang, I wish it would have played out loud. That's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, we were just talking about you, Jonah, so.
Appreciate that. I was sitting right here.
Yep.
So. No, she's fine.
Um,
Here's another guest appearance. Hold on.
oh, hey,
Pause.
oh, hey,
You
sister.
got to go to the YouTubes to see this.
Oh, hey, sissies.
Look at her just hanging out.
She's just hanging around.
Look at her lips, bro. Anyways, let's reel this old boy back in.
Let's lock it back in.
Dang, I really wish I tried to change it to where I could hear like outside of the headphones, but Riverside,
Yeah, it won't
if
let
you're
you.
listening, no, you can't change the settings during the middle of a recording,
Same with the camera.
which is just stupid, which is just bonkers, bro. But anyways, golfed yesterday, saw an alligator. Didn't play well. It was pretty neat.
Yeah. That's the problem
All
with
good
golf
times.
is like in basketball, if you're not playing well, you can do other things to impact the game and still have fun.
You also don't have to play 3 times a week to maintain your level.
Yeah.
I feel like golf is the only sport that if you don't keep up with it, you decline so fast.
Yeah.
Because it's such a feel thing.
And like with golf, if you're not playing well, there's no aspect. If you're not hitting the ball well, there's no aspect you can do that makes it better.
Right. I mean, there's certain aspects of the game you're doing better than one. Like yesterday, I was chipping well, but all my drives were pretty much out of play. So there's nothing you can do there.
Yeah.
And I can't pass it off to my teammate.
It's very rewarding
So-
and discouraging at the same time.
Agreed.
That's why I love it so much.
And that's why you keep coming back.
Yep.
Yep. So how was your Memorial Day? What'd you do?
That's a good question.
God bless America.
I don't think I did anything really.
God bless our troops.
And
swimming?
start.
Any cannonballs?
No, I did not
in a literal
swim.
sense, of course.
There's a pool here. I should have swam, but I don't remember what we were doing on Monday. Oh, I think we were working on the house a little bit since we were.
Hey, that's a Memorial Day activity right there. That's freedom.
Yeah, we're
You
getting.
know? That's freedom to do what you want.
Yeah, we're getting a little more of that done, so that's nice.
That's hype, dude.
Yep.
Dude.
So, get some carpet in, get the bathroom floor
Sure.
refinished, and then pretty much good to go.
When are you hoping to have it done? Or
So we
moved in?
close to get the grant that we want. We have to make sure to get the
That's right.
carpet
Forgot
down.
about that.
So we got to find somebody to do the carpet.
I mean, I'll do it if you want to. I'll come out there.
Well, we don't exactly have the funds to pay for your flight and your hard labor. So
Well,
got a piece of pizza. You
better
can have.
sell some more hot dogs.
Got a piece of pizza.
You know what? I'll take 20 hot dogs, and you've got yourself a deal.
Okay, we could. Do I have to pay for your flight too, or just the 20 hot dogs?
Well, we'll talk about it. Maybe 30 hot dogs. It's good for the flight.
I don't know if that's going to make up the flight, but I mean, if you're willing, I'll buy.
All
I'll buy you 30 hot dogs. That's fine with me.
Look at this dummy.
No, but we got to do that, and
Hey, Jessica, say hi. We just got everybody.
the whole fam.
Hey!
Hello.
Can you take Maisie out?
Yeah.
You can show her on the camera if you want. I just showed her a little bit.
Oh.
Look at this absolute gremlin.
Oh,
There she is.
she's kind of blurry. She looks cute though, I guess.
Is she?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really see
What
her.
do you say?
She said she's kind of blurry. I don't know why it's blurry, but
Oh.
hopefully it'll clear up for the video. But there she is.
Looks
The
like a
gremlin
sweet
herself,
pup.
the demon.
Is she not a sweet pup?
She's just crazy. I
Oh.
mean, she's a puppy, so
Yeah.
she's only 6 months old. She's only 6 months old, so.
Yeah.
And Moana's just tired of it. She's like, "Can you please just get this
Just get away from me.
little thing out of here, please?" Because Moana's always just trying to lay down, and then Maisie will come up and try to eat her face, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
So, anyways, carpet, all that hullabaloo.
Bathroom floor, and then that's how we get the grant. That stuff's got to be done before we get the grant, and we close
interesting.
on the 20th. So
So it's got to be done by then.
yeah, preferably. Yeah.
But then when do you want to move in by?
When we get back from camp, hopefully get everything set up and be over there. So I got to buy a whole bunch of
Nice.
stuff for my podcast setup. I mean, I don't have to, but
Sure.
buy a cheap desk or something, and then work all that stuff
You can
out.
buy this one else. I can send you a link if you want.
How much is it?
It was like, I want to say it was like $90, $100. It's glass and steel.
Yeah, I might do that.
Like it's an L shaped. So my TV's on one part and then my desk's on the other part. It's like tempered glass or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm gonna buy a monitor too, so I can have that over there. So,
He's getting ready.
yep. And soon enough, you guys will see a new setup. It'd be pretty dope.
Moana wants out of here. Hold on.
And there she goes.
Lots of cameos this episode.
Yeah, a lot. Jonah,
Okay.
I got a question for you. It's kind of like an impromptu
Sure.
question.
Do we want to talk more Memorial Day or you want to go back to it?
We can go back to it.
Okay. Hit me.
Can you name? Excuse me. Woo.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you, man.
God bless you. May the devil miss you.
Amen. Please do.
That's my grandma used to say.
Can you name three of the worst things that can happen in your life? Like 3 of the most inconvenient things that you can think of.
I'd say number 1, you stub your pinky toe.
Okay, very inconvenient.
It kind of ruins the day.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'd go with probably just dying in general.
Okay.
It'd be pretty nice, but like the because you're going to heaven. But the process of dying,
Not great.
kind of inconvenient. Gotta have. Yeah, I kind of had plans for the rest of the day, so
Yeah.
I would prefer not to die. And number 3
Did
would
she
be the
barge back
dog
in?
coming into the room.
Yeah.
While I'm recording. That's number 3.
Which one was it?
It's okay. Maisie.
She's just wanting to roam around, huh?
Yeah, she barges in. I also got to talk to my landlord because my door doesn't close all the way. So
She can just barge on in.
yeah, so I'd say those are probably the 3 worst and most inconvenient things.
I was thinking like a little more carnal thinking here.
Carnal.
Yeah, like
Can I have that in a sentence, please?
not so much like dying and things like serious, but like big inconveniences, but in like a minor scale.
Okay.
So I'll give you my
Okay.
first one just to set the stage.
I can give you a few more if you want.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Kind of bigger scale, but not quite dying. I would say probably breaking a leg.
Oh my gosh, bro, this guy.
Also, I would say probably flat tire.
Okay, yeah. See, that's one that's kind of the range I'm going for. Like not,
Okay.
like super serious, but still really big inconveniences.
Sure. Okay. What's number is this? 5?
Yeah.
I would say probably like my house burning down.
Okay, this guy's done. Get him off the mic.
Get somebody else on.
So I'll
This
give
guy
you one
sucks.
of mine that
Okay.
that I'm kind of
All right.
going for.
I'm sorry I didn't have any good examples.
So like when you're going to use, the restroom going number 2 and you forget your phone.
No toilet paper. Oh.
Like that's an inconvenience.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, very. Yeah, I would say.
Or like realizing you're trash at one of your favorite video games. That's also very sad and inconvenient. Like you just
And it just happens every time.
yeah, like
Like
you
have like a newfound faith.
like you were once good at a
Getting
game.
on.
Like for me, it's
Yeah.
probably 2K. If I was to play online, I would get waxed now.
Bro, you used to be crazacked at
And
2K.
and now if I was to play it online, I just know. Like I played a few My Team games recently, not recently, but in the last year or so, and
Yeah.
I got absolutely dusted. And I was like, yeah, this is not
Okay.
for me anymore. And it sucks to
Okay.
realize that.
Sure.
And not to get too vulgar, but like when you gotta, release gas
Sure.
and something else comes out a little bit. Yeah, that's never
Woo!
good.
Yeah. You touch cotton a little bit.
You're like, oh,
You stamp the bingo card.
yeah. So
Yeah.
kind of things like
That's
that
fair.
is what I was thinking. Let
Yeah.
me think. What
Um,
else?
Did that just happen to you, or
No, I just saw a video and I was like, man, I need to reflect on some things that might go on the pod that are very inconvenient
I
that
gotta
people might relate
reflect
with.
on these minor inconveniences happening? I gotta work on that.
Yeah. So if you guys have any inconveniences like those that you can share with us, go ahead and hit us up on Instagram.
Something that recently happened.
Yeah.
You gotta let us know.
You don't have to tell us the time
gotta
or
hit
anything like that, or like when it
Just hit
happened.
us. It doesn't even have to be you.
You can do it anonymously through the voice memo.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Boom.
Like to you right now, you're kind of going back and forth. Should I send one in? Should I not send one in? About the time that you were running and your pants fell down.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just send.
Just
I
send it.
know you're kind of confident. Just send it in. It'll all be anonymous. You don't have to put your name.
And if I know your voice, I'll just act like I didn't.
I'll put a voice changer on it.
There we go.
I'll
talking
what do they call that? Oh, it was right on the tip of my tongue.
Incognito.
No, What is it start with a V? Where I could look through them before.
Vet.
Yes, there it is. I wanted to say void. Jeez, I'll vet
We
them.
could send you
I'll
to the
vet 'em.
void. It's fine. We could do that too.
I could.
Yeah.
But I'll vet them all before they make public
Something
news.
like wet socks, kind of like that idea.
Sure.
You know,
Absolutely. Wet shoes.
Yeah. Ooh.
Stinky shoes. Leaving the house and realizing you forgot deodorant.
Yeah. Ooh, man. And you don't have it in
Oh,
your bag,
yeah.
and you didn't bring your bag with you.
Whew.
Oh man, you're cooked.
Yep. You're cooked.
You're literally cooked.
Good luck.
Yeah.
So
Things like
that's
that.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send them in.
Um,
Flood the gates.
So. I was thinking,
But also, I mean, dying's pretty inconvenient.
yeah,
so,
I would say that's a little more serious than what I'm going for, but that is inconvenient.
But inconvenient nonetheless. Yeah.
Yesterday, I was going to put something in my notes that happened maybe this weekend or something, but I forgot.
And you don't remember?
No, but one of the things I did experience, which is a bad inconvenience, is when you're so flipping tired and you have to drive somewhere and you have to get there that
it's
night.
the worst.
Dude, that happened on Saturday. So we went to Topeka to celebrate the newly engaged folks. Joshua and
shout
Maddie. Congratulations,
Shout out.
first of all. And then we went to Top City Golf, and then we got done at like 10:15. We went to Taco Bell because I hadn't eaten in like 10 plus hours by that point, so I had to just.
And Lord knows that is about 10 hours too long for Avery.
I don't eat that much anymore, man. You'd be surprised.
Bro, there's no chance.
Yeah.
Every time we go on vacation somewhere, oh, bro, I gotta
Dude,
eat.
you
I
guys
know
don't
how
eat
you guys
for like 9 hours
know
at
how
a
you guys don't
time,
eat.
bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we starving ourselves out here? Let's eat some food, bro.
That's how we
Anyway,
grew up, bro. I'm used to it.
so then we got to Taco Bell, and it was absolutely swamped. Absolutely swamped
in Topeka.
in Topeka. And I told Kylie about our story at IHOP, which we can get into after this.
Oh my gosh. What a great day.
It was a great day. I forgot what we were doing, so you can explain to me after this what we were doing before that. Or after. One of the two. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
So we got done with Taco Bell. We got the Taco Bell, like, we pulled up at probably like 10:25. We left at like 11:15.
Holy smokes.
And it was-
You might as well just gone and sat down at IHOP.
Hour and 30-minute drive home. And
Cheese and rice, bro.
Kylie had to work the night before. No, she worked that day. So she worked 12 hours that day. So I was like, you go to sleep. And
Let me see if I can't hit any raccoons on the way
so
home.
there's a story about that here. It gets even better or worse, depending on how you look at it. In hindsight, it's kind of funny, but in that point, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not fun.
What's the opposite of hindsight?
Foresight? No.
Not in foresight?
I don't know.
In hindsight, it was funny, but in reality?
Yeah. At the
It
time,
wasn't.
it was not fun.
Okay.
We ended up starting to drive home, and then we get past Chapman. No, before Chapman. We're in between Manhattan and Chapman. So
That's a boring drive, too, by the way.
during the day, it's not bad because it's hills and it's pretty cool.
Sure.
Pretty beautiful plains.
But you're not hitting any cities or anything.
No, and so at night it's just pitch black everywhere, and oh man. So I'm getting to the point where you have to like shake your head and do whatever you need to do to stay awake.
Yeah.
So I'm like this driving down the road, and there's a semi like probably like a car and a half ahead of me from the end of the trailer. So it's not. I mean, it's fairly close, but it's not. I'm not right beside it.
Yeah.
So I'm driving. I'm like this. I'm passing him because he's going like 70. I'm going like 77 or 78, whatever. And I'm coming up on him. And dude, I see a flash out of the left side of the car.
Uh-huh.
It's a deer, and it runs right under the trailer. And I would assume it got ripped to smithereens because on the trailer there's like that metal flap that they have in between the tires.
Yeah.
It ran right up under that.
Uh-huh.
It said, and so I didn't see what happened after.
Right in front of you?
Yeah. No, literally like 25 feet in front of me, maybe.
Holy schmoly.
Yeah. And so that woke me up for about 15 more minutes. And then after
I'd say spared you 20 minutes.
after I came back down from that, not euphoric high,
you're
but
fighting for your life.
yeah, I was scared. Then I'm getting towards Chapman, which is another 40 minutes away still. I'm like this again.
Bro, you're doing anything you can.
I was literally doing that, bro. I went from sitting back here to sitting in front of the wheel,
Yep.
like
have to lean up.
shaking my head like that, trying to, come on, stay awake, bud.
Yep.
You got it, man.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Come on.
I was gonna open the window, but she would have woke up. She'd have
Oh yeah.
right in the window. So I didn't do that.
She probably would have preferred that than dying.
So, but you know that I've, because you and Maddie were asleep. We were going to Michigan, and I was like, we had just got to Illinois.
yeah, and you didn't wake us up.
You
remember.
you guys were before you guys switched spots. Like, bro, I'm so tired, bro. Rafa go to sleep, and Maddie hadn't. She didn't wake up from Topeka to freaking
I think
the Michigan
was
border.
that when she was sick.
I don't think she was
Or was
sick. I
it
think she
on the
was
way
just.
back?
I think she might have been sick on the way back, but the way
Okay.
there, she was just zonk the whole time. Freaking laid out, comfortable in the back, and I'm fighting for my
Avery's like-
life in the driver's seat.
It's
It's like 6 a.m. and I'm.
You're driving like this.
Yeah, I have no hands on the steering wheel. I'm like this.
Yeah, with your.
I
knees.
can't fall asleep now. So it was kind of the same idea, but man, dude, I was cooked.
Bro.
I got home.
Dude, that was literally. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to look so mad. I wasn't mad. I was just
You're-
listening. I was just listening. So then, of course, I get home. I'm dead tired. We pull into the driveway. I get everything rounded up. I take Penny out.
Bro fell asleep on the wheel.
Yeah.
He pulls in the driveway.
I was thinking about just turning the car off. And
It's snoozing right there.
yeah, but I had to get Kylie's door, so I was like, oh, I got to get out anyways, frick. So,
Rip.
and I took Penny out, and I was still dead tired. I was a zombie walking out to take Penny out, like this, with the leash in my hand.
That's crazy.
And then tell me why I needed to shower, so I showered. Still tired after the shower. I'd lay my head on the pillow.
Wide awake.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Wide awake. I was like this.
What can I get done?
Oh man, it feels good. 1 a.m. Like I slept.
I think I'm gonna go get a run in.
Yeah. Whew, man, I need to get something done today.
I need to do that every night.
I've never felt better in my life. And then 30 minutes later, I was. I woke up the next morning and I was like, "What even happened?"
what hit me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
Oh man, that's literally what happened. So back to Memorial Day, we were in Illinois. I flew up to Illinois, but Jessica drove up there because Mal is now in Minnesota at a camp for the summer,
Okay.
helping. So my mom was. This is kind of difficult to. My mom was coming from Minnesota. We were coming from Florida. We met in Illinois because my Uncle Joey just retired.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he was at this high school for 40 years.
Congratulations to the young man.
He coached baseball. So we went to watch his last regular season game. Anyways, I flew up there because I didn't want to drive, but we drove on the way back.
Uh-huh.
But I had to be back the Tuesday after Memorial Day to work. He played on Memorial Day, Monday,
Okay.
at 10 a.m. or whatever. Then we all went to lunch. So we don't leave
10
there.
a.m.
It's a 15. Yeah, it was a Memorial Day game. So they
Oh, I
played
guess I
at
didn't
10
have
a.m.
school, so that makes sense.
Yes. Played at 10 a.m. on Monday. We don't leave there till about 4 p.m. Maybe 5. And it's a 15-hour drive back. I have to work Tuesday at noon. Is this making sense?
Yep,
So 4 p.m.
I'm
Monday,
tracking.
15-hour drive. I got to work at
You're
12
running
p.m.
up pretty close to the time.
Yeah. And Jordan is also there, but he has his own truck because he's coming down here. So we have 2 cars to drive back, 3 people.
Mhm.
Not only do I work on Tuesday, I also have a chemistry exam on Tuesday.
Oh, my Lanta.
So we leave. We drive all the way through the night. I don't know how Jordan did it. He drove the whole way, 15 hours.
That was him.
Jessica, yeah, literally. Jessica drove 10 hours, and I tried to sleep a little bit, but I got like 2 or 3 hours. Then I drove the last 5 hours. That was me 3 of the 5 hours.
Yeah, because it's like
'Cause it's-
the butt crack of dawn.
It's 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 a.m. And so we get home. I have to go to work at noon.
Right.
We get home at 8 o'clock. So I get 3 hours of sleep.
Oof.
Then I go into work. I'm literally like, I told my boss, I said, if it looks like I'm tired,
I am. Yes.
And then it was like one of those days where I was doing stuff and I was like, why did I just do that?
Yeah, no,
What?
it turns
What
into
am I
like a
doing?
fever dream. Like you don't even feel like you're
Literally.
alive.
I can't remember what I did, but I did something and I remember taking a step back and being like, what did I just do?
Yep.
Why did I do that?
Yep.
So, and then I took a chemistry exam that night
Right.
twice because we had 2 attempts.
How'd you do?
Both were like
Dylan.
an hour and 10. Not great. Everybody bombed.
Okay,
So-
so you're not alone in this battle.
No, but I shouldn't have bombed. But oh well. I did not prepare. Chemistry has me in a chokehold right now.
Yeah.
An absolute
I'm
chokehold.
sorry about that, man.
So, but I didn't study like I should have because we were up in Illinois.
Right.
And who wants to study when everybody's doing stuff?
Correct.
I had FOMO.
Yeah.
So,
Understandable FOMO for sure.
but all that to say, the last 3 hours of the drive, I was like, I gotta do something. It was like one of those where it was like when you feel good for about 15 minutes and the next 15 minutes you're asleep. And then you feel good for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, that was.
It was
I think I was probably 10 miles away from that, and
Yeah.
and knocked down the feel good to like 4 minutes, and and 75 minutes of feeling like took us.
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
I thought we were gonna die.
there's been a handful of drives in my life that have been like that. I'm like, I
Yeah, it's
thank the
scary,
Lord I
bro.
made it, because holy smokers.
You're like driving and all of a sudden you hit something like the rumble strips or something and you like freak out, and you're like,
And then
wow,
you're
we
awake
could
for
have
like
almost
5
just
minutes.
died. You're like, I'm gonna stay awake.
And then it goes away.
Yeah. So
Yep, that was
bummer.
unfortunate for
But-
sure.
The Memorial Day was good. They did win the game we were there. Unfortunately, they lost in the second round of regionals. When was that? Friday?
Yeah.
Saturday? This last Friday, Saturday? They lost
Yeah.
to the number 1 team in the conference.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, that makes sense.
yeah. But huge congrats to him.
Yeah,
40
for real.
years is crazy.
He's definitely paid his dues, given back, so he deserves a break.
40 years is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to the guy coming in after him.
Yeah. For
He's
sure.
got about size 22 shoes to fill.
Big old shoes.
Big old shoes.
So, Jonah, back to the IHOP story. Can you explain what happened?
Oh, sure. I forgot about that. So Avery was in. This is obviously when I lived in Topeka. Avery was in Topeka, and we were headed to Florida the next day. Ethan Finberg was going to take us to the airport. So Avery was in Topeka with me to spend the night, obviously, because we had to get up early to go to Ethan's. So that day we went and worked out, and after we worked out, we decided to go to IHOP.
We worked out
But
late that night.
I was gonna say, if I'm not mistaken, it was way late at night.
Yeah, it was like.
And we're the only ones in there.
Yep.
And we are so delirious.
Oh,
also
man.
just excited because we're about to go to Florida.
Right.
And I kid you not, the whole hour we were in there, we were just laying over sideways laughing.
Yeah, and Jonah got his chocolate milk, and
The entire time, bro.
that poor waitress was like, "What the frick is going on here?"
Yeah. What are these kids on? Are these kids tripping
Unfortunately,
on LSD
I'm
or
sure they
what's going
probably
on?
see that quite often.
In Topeka? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You're probably not wrong. So
Yeah, I just didn't remember
was-
what we were doing that day, that it was so late. I don't know if we got back from somewhere or we were going somewhere, but that makes sense.
no, I can't remember what we did that day. Maybe I had to work, but then we went to. Maybe I had to work because I would have closed at 8, and then we go work out, and then it's,
10.
10:30. We go to IHOP
Yeah.
because we can stay. Who cares if we stay up late? We're going to Florida the next day.
Right. Right.
Maybe that was it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was something like
But
that.
I remember the waitress just being like, "Okay,"
Yeah.
because we're also the only ones in there,
Yeah.
but we're just laughing at each other.
Yeah. Honestly,
Who knows, man?
in those moments, your stomach hurts so bad, it's not as fun as it would be if your stomach didn't hurt.
Right.
But looking back, those are like core memories. Laughing
Oh,
that hard.
absolutely.
Like I remember as a
I'll never
child,
forget that IHOP.
like you have times with your friends and you're just absolutely dying.
Oh, yeah.
And like we still have a
It
video
feels like you're.
of when we were at one of our buddies' house. He had an RV. This is when we were like 19, and I don't know. Somebody said something outlandish, like it didn't even make sense. And then somebody made a joke about it, and everybody was howling. It was so funny.
Sure, dude. You feel like king of the world.
Dude, you're like,
too,
this is the
when you say
greatest
something
moment
like
of my
that.
life, bro.
Literally.
And then the abdomen pain starts. You're like, this is not as fun anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Can we please stop?
Yeah.
please,
I'm gonna die.
please
And then
stop
someone
making me
says
laugh.
something, and you start laughing again, and it just starts hurting even
And you're
worse.
curled over, holding. Stop!
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's incredible.
Good times, man. Good times.
But yeah,
Yeah.
good Memorial Day. Shout out to the veterans out there, man.
To the veterans.
To the vets. Yeah. Okay, I got a question for. No, not a question. Well, yes, a question.
Go ahead.
I was in Target the other day.
As one.
Target for
Frequents.
you white folks. Yes. And I don't even remember what I was getting. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I was walking out in the bill. I'm not a creeper or stalker. But as I was walking out, the bill I saw on this guy's self-checkout, I've never seen in my life.
Just astronomical or what?
I don't know what he's doing. I didn't know you could buy real estate in there, but apparently he was.
Oh, man.
It said order total
4880.00.
What? Did he buy a brand new car there or something?
Dude, I don't know what he's doing.
Did-
But the problem is you only had like 3 of the big bags.
Did he buy a Starbucks franchise in there or what?
That's what I'm saying.
Did he
I
buy?
didn't know I could buy stocks in
Did
here.
he buy 7 all new PS5s and a few computer monitors? Or
He might
something?
have he might have bought the store, taken ownership.
Target is expensive,
Steak?
so you could probably ring up a bill like that.
Yeah, he probably he bought 2 gallons of milk and 3 cartons of eggs.
Dude, I thought the Oreos were on sale.
$4,880.
Jeez.
I thought it was buy one. This isn't Publix. I thought it was buy one get one. Jeez.
Double stuffed family Oreos, $755. I'm gonna put these back. I think I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get these today.
Do you guys have layaway here?
Yeah, you're gonna have to get
Or
Klarna or something, brother, because you're cooked.
mail-in rebate?
You're gonna have to get a Klarna 76-year installment plan because you're fried, brother.
On a family pack double stuff Oreos.
Yeah, you're cooked. You are literally cooked.
Yeah, dude. I don't like it. It was like 3 bags. It was. I mean, it was the bigger bags,
Right.
But still, like all 3 bags fit on the little self-checkout bagging area.
Maybe you got some new cell phones or something. But can you buy cell phones in the self checkout? I don't even know how that makes sense.
Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe it was a typo. $4,880.
But that brother still paid it like it was nothing.
Oh, he was by himself. He's like, okay.
Oh, that's it.
And I mean, I didn't.
4,800. What are you guys giving stuff away
Easy.
here or what?
Yeah. Did I get to buy one, get one without even seeing it?
Then he goes out to the car. I'm getting a divorce. I'm just kidding.
I'm never financially recovering from this.
She is no longer in my life. She's done.
Yeah, usually it's the woman spending money at Target. He's the one
Maybe he just
spending
got
money at
sent there to
Target.
spend the money at Target. Who knows?
It could be. It very well could be.
Yeah, it's tough.
So I don't know. I don't know what was going on, but I need his secrets.
Yeah, he's getting to the bag for real.
4880.
Wow. I can't even
So,
fathom spending that
whatever
much
he's
on
doing.
one go.
No chance.
That would be detrimental to my life.
Snowball's
at this
chance in
point.
hell that I'm spending that. I don't even have that much money ever.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
could
even
try to
made that much in my
scrounge and
life.
find that much, but it'd be pretty difficult.
I'm gonna look under the couch cushion to see what I can't find.
Oh, sweet! I'm only $3,999 away.
That's pretty neat. I'll ask my mom for some money.
Yeah.
Speaking of money, your boy's a big lotto winner.
You
Okay.
bought a lottery ticket?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I have this tradition when I go on road trips, I just go crazy.
Nice.
That's my time to spend money on lotto. The only problem is, and I learned this from experience, when you buy a lotto ticket in that state, you got to turn it in also in that
Right.
state. So, but
I can't see what those are.
it's kind of hot in here.
It's blurry. Is it 20 and a 5?
It is.
25.
Wow, it's hot in here.
25 schlammers, dude. Holy smokes.
For a $5 ticket, boy.
You're rich, brother.
Give me 20 smackaroos for free.
Bang.
And then I forgot it in my shorts pocket, and then I washed my shorts,
That's all right.
so that's why it's sitting on my
It's
desk.
still usable.
It's clean now.
There you go. That washing,
So
that detergent cleaned it all up.
I had to keep it clean. Didn't want my fingers to get dirty.
Right.
Right. No dirty money around here.
It smells like linen. It's probably great.
It probably is nice. So, I also. No, scratch that. Forget it.
Forget I even said anything. Yeah, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Forget it.
I don't want the government coming after me.
Yeah.
So
I had something in my brain, but it just left. Left
you're
the
good.
chat.
Just get it back. No problem. There it is.
Oh, got it.
Real quick, last thing. It's gonna be a little bit shorter of an episode because I have to go study more chemistry
Nice.
before it chokes me out. Remember the old salty dog
Yeah.
here in Sarasota, right on the water?
Mhm.
Me and you and Mal went there.
Yeah.
I've been back a couple times.
Right.
I went back maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago. Lexi's mom was in town. Actually, I think it was 2 weeks ago exactly. And I was working, but then I got off work, and Lexi's like, "Hey, we're going to the old salty dog if you want to come." I said, "Yeah, sure, I'll show up."
Yeah, of course.
So we're there, we're eating, and I see the people from the back bring out like very nice looking plates of food. And it's all different, and they set it on the table, and then people come over with cameras. We were sitting literally the table right next to it. And so I see him taking pictures, and then we kind of start conversation. Turns out he works for the Herald Tribune, I think is the newspaper here in Sarasota.
Nice.
But for like USA Today or something like that.
That's really cool.
And it's an article they're writing on the old salty dog. And so there's also like burgers, grouper sandwich, tacos, hot dog, everything out there. And so we were talking to him, and he kept like coming back, and then he would go away, and then he would come back. He was an older gentleman, super nice. And then we had already ordered our food. He's like, "Do you guys order your food?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh shoot, I was thinking maybe I'll give you some of this if you want it." Because I mean, he's just the newspaper
Not
guy.
gonna eat
but
all that. Yeah.
once he's done taking pictures, I was like, "I'll still take some if you want to." So he was like, "Yeah, I'll see what I can do." And then we ate all our food, and then he comes back. He said, "Which one do you want? Take your pick." So I got me a free burger,
Free burger.
bacon cheeseburger on the house,
Bacon
and
cheeseburger.
some fries.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
That's
yeah.
That's stuff
I
you
didn't
write
eat it. I
stories
took
about,
it home,
man.
but literally,
Yeah.
He's gonna be in my will. I'm gonna give him something, even though he'll probably pass before me. But
Who knows?
you never know. You never know.
I
So
found
he
out-
said he's retiring soon.
I found out what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
So if you know anybody that likes seafood, Publix does a thing where you can buy seafood in bulk. Didn't know if you knew that. Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
Saw it on Instagram. So these people went to get crab legs because crab legs are crazy expensive.
Yeah.
And they said they found the greatest hack ever if you enjoy seafood. So they went to a crab shack thing, and they spent like $200 on crab legs, like two, which makes sense because like
Sure.
crab legs, even king crab legs, which is like the middle of the road for crab legs,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
about
Not
$90 for a pound.
Yeah. Not
For
cheap.
a pound and a half. Or maybe it's about for 2 pounds. But still, the level of crab that they were getting, I forgot what it was. But they bought 12 pounds of it for the same price, and they season it there too. They steam it and season it
No way.
at Publix. Yeah,
I wish I like seafood, but I might have to tell Lexi
yeah.
about it.
So if she likes crab, I mean, you're not going to buy 12 pounds, but if she wants
That's crazy.
2 pounds one of these nights and is like, hey, let's spend.
I will say their meat people or seafood people are very nice.
Yeah, And so
They're always so
I did not
nice.
know that. So you could from the video that they showed, it had all the seasonings lined up by the steamer. So you could say, hey, can I get 6 pounds of this certain crab leg with
Sure.
Old Bay or with whatever, and they'll season it and steam it, and it's ready to go.
Dang. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna keep that locked.
Yeah, I did not know that until I saw that video. I don't have a
I'll be
Publix
the greatest
nearby,
guy to-
or else I would try it.
I'll be the most loved guy at a cookout.
No, literally, you're like, hey, I brought 9
Yeah.
pounds of
Hey, I
crab
brought
legs.
24 pounds of crab legs. And they're already seasoned, so you don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, already
All
cooked.
good.
You just grab it out of there and start eating, bud.
Dude, I bet you spent a ton of money on that. Yeah, hey, man, it's on me. You don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a, you know what?
It wasn't $4,800, but like I did at Target. But
It does a job. I'm just here to help.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, it makes people happy,
Yep,
right?
yep.
That's all I'm here for.
And you can slide up your Cash App or Venmo right below that and be like, hey.
Yeah, and then if you want to just slide me some cash, or I do accept lottery tickets and hot dogs.
Yeah,
So,
that too. Maybe all 3.
Kind of up to you how you want to go about that.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. though.
Uh-huh.
I wonder
Did not know that.
how they started that or came up with
I'm
that.
not sure. I just saw the video and I was like, dang, for the seafood lovers that have Publix.
Dude, they go like above and beyond. One time, me and Lexi were gonna get steaks, and we were looking for fillets, and they didn't have any, so we just checked at the counter. He was like, "Actually, we just got a big shipment in, so I'll bring those to the front, and I'll just package them, and then bring you a couple, and you can decide which ones you want." I said, "You know what, man? You're a legend."
He needs to get paid $1 billion.
You know what? Has anybody ever told you that? You need to own this store. Run it,
$1 billion.
please. And then he gave it to us, and he said, "All right, hey, thanks for coming in. You guys have a great day." And I said, "You know what, sir?
I'm about to give you a
You
hug.
have an
right
even
now.
better. You have an even better today. Better day.
You have a better today now, or
Yeah,
or else tomorrow will be even better.
even the best.
And you glare at him like this, and you do this.
Yeah. Search June 2nd. So if you don't mind,
I don't know if you know the social landscape of what's going on this month, but I do. I'm well aware.
sure, I've been waiting on this month for about 11 months.
Yeah.
So why don't you just come around then? Why don't you help me? Why don't you the meat over there? Why don't we go look? Why don't you help me find another one?
Why don't you just make today better for both of us?
Why don't you just make my day or even year and just make it better for the both of us?
You gotta do the breathing too.
Yeah.
It's just way too much. He's like, "Have a good day, sir."
I need security to the seafood department.
I need help.
Department, please.
He's armed and dangerous.
He also just bought 36 pounds of crab legs, so
This guy's not okay.
he's off the head.
He's like, "Are you sure you want to say that?"
sure, that's what a lot of people said about me. Oh man, but I think we could wrap it up there.
Yeah, it's a good way to
We
end
might
it, I
on
think.
that. Actually, what we will end on, you guys voted and came to the conclusion Avery is the worst person
On Earth.
on this pod here. So
No, on Earth. I'm sure I'd win that
ever.
that debate too.
Ever.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm probably top 10.
But
At
not by
least.
much. That makes me top 12, maybe. I mean, the percentage was 54%
Well, okay, I
to
wouldn't say
46%.
top 10. If we're thinking like human standards, I'm probably not top 10 because there's been some bad fellows.
I mean, you got Osama bin Laden up there.
Yeah, you got Hitler, Stalin, you got
Sure.
Mao,
Sure.
I think is his name, the Chinese
I don't know who
ruler.
that is.
Mussolini, I mean, he's pretty bad too.
Sure. Sure.
Don't want to get too
I mean,
deep into it, like Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell.
You got a lot of people up there.
Maybe
Yeah.
Malcolm
Just
Combs.
the
Is that
Bengals
his name?
franchise. Sure. Al Capone, yep. Anybody that likes the Bengals. Anybody that lives in Ohio.
Literally. There's somebody that I watch on YouTube who's like a Chiefs YouTuber that is moving to Ohio. I'm like, wow, bold move, bud.
What makes you
I think
You can't even pay me
his
enough.
wife's family from there. I don't know.
divorce her? Why would you marry her in the first place?
Yeah, man, it's tough. That's tough.
Phew. We have a couple that comes into the clinic. One of them wears a Michigan shirt all the time. One of them wears an Ohio State shirt all the time. I said,
Talk about a house divided.
I don't even know how that happens because I wouldn't even talk to him.
Talk about a house divided right there.
If he, it is June. If she said, I like Ohio State, I'm out of there so fast.
You go ahead and
If-
pack
if
your stuff
Lexi
and
ever
drive
told
your
me one
terrible
day-
roads in Ohio now.
Yeah, off the cliff in Ohio. If Lexi said, hey, I like Ohio State, I would say,
I don't like you.
you can, yeah. You can go like Ohio State somewhere else.
Yeah.
Not in my house.
I like the thought of you
No.
leaving. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Almost as much as you like Ohio
can like-
State. I would
You
like
can
you
like
to
the
leave.
state of Ohio even better and go there
Yeah.
without me.
And I would like you to forget
It's-
everything you know about me.
Yes. Forget about me in general.
I don't even exist to you anymore. It's that simple.
And I never did. And I never
then you go like
clearly
this?
never did.
And now you forgot.
Boom.
See ya.
Thanos snap.
Why are you in my house? Get out of my house. You're breaking in.
Yeah.
Go.
Who are you? Oh my gosh.
Do I need to,
911.
do I need to get my gun?
There's a random person in my house.
Get out. Get.
I'll do it.
Yeah. There you go.
So-
That's what I'm talking about.
But well, that's a good episode there.
I agree.
Send in your voice memo
Yep.
if you had an embarrassing moment.
Or hit us up on Instagram.
Inconvenient moment.
If you're willing
What was it?
to share
Yeah.
it on Instagram or
Hey,
do it.
should we put up a poll on the Instagram tomorrow? Not a poll, but a question box.
we could do that.
okay.
we could do that.
All right, let's do that.
And then they would
I'll have to set a reminder because I'll forget.
That's if you're
by,
willing to not
2
be
minutes.
anonymous. If you want to be anonymous.
No, you could. No, you can still be not anonymous to us, but we don't have to post the name.
Right, of course.
Sure. Unless you want the name posted, then I'll, gladly.
Right.
So,
And some people may be able to relate with you,
absolutely.
us live
you may find a friend
fairly
or two here.
similar lives.
A
Believe it or
little
not.
bonding.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So.
All right. Well, good episode. I'm going to go make my brain hurt.
That stinks, man. I got to get up for weights in the morning,
Yeah.
so that'll be fun.
It's been storming here, so I'm hoping it storms in the morning so I don't have to go do soccer and I can do school.
It's storming here. Not now, but here pretty
Dude.
soon.
I've never seen this before. I don't know how I forgot to mention it. The thunder was so loud today, and so forceful that a car alarm started going off.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often because I feel like
I
storms
agree.
build up above the ocean a lot bigger, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know, but it banged loud and it banged the car. It said woo 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 woo. So
No cars
it
are
was
safe.
a doozy. Yeah, no cars. Just lock them up.
Hide your cars, hide your keys. The thunder's
Hide
going to
your
find you.
wives. Yep. That's
Right,
it right there. That's what they say.
Yep, that is
So
allegedly.
all right, dog. Well, hey, big shout out to Josh. Thanks for being
Yeah,
on
he
last
stepped
week.
in and
Great episode.
and stepped in and showed out.
Hit a dinger. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I meant to
It
say.
went 450 dead center.
I would say it might have even went further.
480 maybe.
I think wind. He hit it into a 75 mile an hour headwind, at least
Yeah,
600
exit
feet,
below 110. Yeah.
even higher. I think it might have broke
yeah.
the sound barrier probably.
I think a car alarm went off
Yeah,
actually.
and I
when he
think
hit
it
the ball,
ripped the
so-
laces off the baseball because it got hit so hard. But then the wind was blowing it,
and it just caught on fire and
and then it
Went into the stratosphere.
and then it retied the stuff on the baseball.
laces.
It
Yep.
retied the laces, and it looked like a brand new baseball, apart from the
Exactly.
massive burn where he hit the bat, and it warped it to where it looked like the bean in Chicago.
Dude, that's exactly what I heard too.
Yeah. Actually,
Wow, that's
I
crazy.
don't even think they recovered
News
it.
travels fast.
They saw a hole because it went so high and far. It just dug into the ground at least 35 feet, and now it's in the Ugalala Aquifer. So
That's the one. So I was trying to remember it, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one right
it's
there.
a lot to track. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on at
Yeah,
once.
but hey, when you're an elite athlete like he is,
I'm sure it's typical.
It's just
so it happens
you know,
quite often.
that's every day. That's every
I think
day.
they built Josh Simpson-proof stadiums to where there's literally nothing in the surrounding area but dirt that doesn't mean anything. At least within a mile radius or
It's in,
so. So you
North Central Kansas.
Yeah, and so there's no farmland, there's no nothing. It's just they almost
Josh
made
Land
like
is what they call it.
a rock quarry, but kept it completely open. And I think they use the baseballs that he hits to crack the rock so they can use it.
They mine with the rocks.
Yeah, so he hits BP.
They go in after.
He gets BP, and then he digs the quarry even deeper. So
and they go in and mine out all the material, and
so
he's incredible. So, anywhoozy. Hope you have a great week.
I hope you
sir.
do too, man. I hope you do too. We'll see you.
You have an even better week.
No, it's not possible because you're gonna have a better week.
No.
Sorry.
Go sell
Nope.
some hot dogs.
Nope. Sorry. Can't
Well.
hear you. Oh, Jonah, I think I'm losing you. Sorry.
wait.
Go. Just kidding. No, I'll sell some
all right,
hot dogs
dude.
tomorrow probably. So we'll see.
All right, you write it down. I'm saying over under. I'm taking the over on 8.5 hot dogs.
Ooh.
Over on 8.5.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can do that.
All right.
All right,
Keep
man.
track.
Take care, brother.
All right, dog.
Enjoy yourselves, listeners.
See
Have a great week.
Peace.